Hello, everybody. Hey, Nexus. I'm so excited to see you. So, hey, John Harvey. Sorry about the mix up on the link. I'll figure technology out at some point, right? So, I need to grab myself some water. Thank you, Monica. Hi, Sabra. Hello, Up Yours Narc. Hello, Pearl Manhattan. Thank you, Sabra. Hi, Shelly. Hi, Hunter. Hi, Poppy. I'm so happy you're here. Thanks for being here, Poppy, and thanks for volunteering. You're amazing. High five. Hello, Lynn. Great to see you. Oh, thank you, Nexus. So I'm gonna just grab some water real quick, okay? Because I just need to hydrate. I haven't been hydrating properly. I'm not feeling super amazing. So I just got back from a doctor's appointment. And oh my goodness, thank you. Wow, thank you. Hello, Brandy. Oh, high five. Thank you. Oh. Holistic Recovery says, how can we stay consistent with self-care? I feel like some days I just don't have the energy. You know what? Hi, Dana. Oh my gosh, no. I'm just gonna do my best, Dana, to read the questions here on the screen. Isn't that hilarious? I gave everybody the night off. I mean, Poppy's gonna post some crisis care information, of course, but I'm just gonna sit here and hang out with you guys and just be fully present. That's what I'm gonna do. I hope that's fine, Dana. I'm just gonna go grab some water, pull up a chair, and I'll be right back, okay? So just enjoy, and I'm gonna take some deep breaths right now. Hello, Guayanas. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. Number 66. Yeah, I haven't done this setup before, Dana. You're the first to see it. What this is right here for me is, yeah. Oh my goodness, thank you so much, Survivor Therapist. Yes, thank you so much. Oh my goodness, you're right. Yes, there are therapists out there. Oh my goodness, you're welcome. Oh, thank you, Candace. Okay, so Dana, I've never done this. I've never done this setup before. That's why you've never seen it. Thank you, Shelly. Thank you. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab some water and I'll be right back. And I'm just gonna sit here with you guys. Hi, Joey. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy to see you. Thank you to Poppy for putting out all the crisis care information right now. If you all could just read the public service announcements coming across the screen, that would be amazing. I will be right back. I'm gonna grab some water, do some self-care hi, Deborah. Hi, Shannon. I'm gonna just get some water, 1 second, and maybe even a bite to eat, maybe even something to eat. Hi, Sharon. I'll be right back. I haven't taken care of myself good enough today, which is why we are doing intentional self-care. Like, that's what we need to do. Hello. Oh my goodness. Be right back. Kalisha. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy to see you. Hello, Hunter. I'll be right back, guys. I'm walking away. I'm really walking away this time. Marilena. Hola, ¿cómo está, mi amiga? Oh. Hello, Moni. Okay, thank you. I'm gonna step away. I'll be right back, guys. I'll be right back. boy, we are really doing this self-care today, you guys. Wait till you see this. Talk about setting myself up for success. Here we go. Let me bring this all over here. I can't wait to show you guys. I'm like rather proud of myself right now. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, so we're doing some self-care, okay? So what that means is we're going to hydrate a big old huge glass of water here, all the way filled to the top, ice water. Intentionally drinking 32 ounces of water right now. Then, in addition to that, I have here, you probably can't see it, it looks probably disgusting to you. This is a green smoothie I made this morning with spinach and almond milk and an organic banana and some kale and some organic strawberries and some orange juice. And I'm gonna drink that, and that's good. And then, let me see if I can, I made these over the weekend. How can I? Okay, there's a thing here. These are organic sweet potatoes. And I roasted them in the oven with some more oregano and a little bit of sea salt. And this is what they look like. Let me see if I can see. They're very brightly colored, but they're good for you. So I'm feeding my body with some healthy stuff, and that I made ahead of time. I'm having a green smoothie, and I'm gonna drink a lot of water. So there you go. But that's not the end of the video. We're gonna sit here together for the next hour, and we're just gonna look out. I talked to my husband today, and he's like, you're going through a lot. Your body needs rest, and you need to breathe, and you need to take in the view. You need to hydrate, and you need to not work. And I'm like, but you don't understand. I want to work. Like, I want to go and do what I normally do on Mondays. I'm going to serve my community. That's the best thing I could do. And he's like, all right, but I think you need to rest and hydrate and eat some healthy food and not work. So I'm doing most of the things right. How's that? But this feels like self-care to me. I love being here. I love being here with you guys. So there's a little story behind this view, you guys. How does one self-care when stress is so high? About to be homeless. I've been there. I've been homeless. Let me just tell you that right now, Deborah. You do what is best for you in the very, very moment that you're in. All you can do is take care of you right now. And if right now you need water, you get some water. If you need to plan ahead, you need to look into some local shelters. You need to perhaps talk with some local churches, even if you're not a church-going type person. You can reach out to just any places in your local area or nearby area that might be able to provide some sort of place for you. So, hi, Katie Lee. Hi. Let me get some water. Hold on. But I've been homeless. I've been homeless before. It's not a good feeling. In fact, the way I realized I was homeless is that I was in the middle of a crisis situation regarding my family of origin. My dad decided that his sister, my aunt, I would be able to stay the night there with my son, or actually my son was staying the night at his dad's house, and I was going to be finding a place to live. I got in a car accident, lost my job. It was just a rough situation. Hi, I still found hope. And so I was standing there and I was washing baby clothes in the washing machine, and I was in the garage of my dad's sister's house, and a couple of his sisters, not the one whose house it was, but the other ones, came out, and they got up in my face and they said, you know, you're not welcome here. You know, it's not our problem that you got in a car accident. It's not our problem that you don't have anywhere to go. It's not our problem of anything. Why don't you reach out to your mom? And I'm like, you don't understand. Like, that's part of the problem. They're like, well, it's not our problem. You are not welcome here. And so there I was, homeless. I had to go pick up my son from his dad's house, didn't know what I was gonna do. I had to just, what I did is I went to a payphone. This is before cell phones, y'all. This is in the 90s. I went, maybe people in the 90s had cell phones, I don't know, but I certainly didn't. I had to go to a payphone. I asked my dad for some quarters, and I went to a payphone, and I looked up in the yellow pages all of the local areas, and I found a place where I could stay the night until I could get my wits about me. And then I bought the paper, and I circled some jobs, and then I called my grandmother and asked her the next day if I could drive to her house and use her phone to schedule job interviews, because I needed a new job because I lost my job because I delivered auto parts at the time, and I needed a working car. I couldn't do public transportation at the time because you need to have a car to deliver auto parts. So I got a different job. So I'm not trying to rule your life or anything, Deborah. I realize being homeless is painful and it's terrifying and it's humiliating and it's just degrading and it's inhumane and it's all the things and it's very shame-inducing. But I just want you to know that I've been there, and I promise you there is a way forward. And you have been coming here week after week, month after month, even for maybe year after year. I don't know how long you've been with us, but I know that you'll find a way. You will find a way. You will survive this. You've survived so much more horrific things than homelessness. I know that. So I hope that answers the question. Let me see what I can do here. Shelly says nope. Uh-oh, I missed the nope. What did I miss? Is the video cutting out constantly for anyone else? Oh, I'm so sorry, Dana Bowman. I don't think it's cutting out. So Shelly says nope. Hunter says, hello, Athena. Hello, Rick, everybody. I struggle with self-care, especially hydration, because without a physical discomfort, it's just me and the void of emasculating fear. Yes, yes. I want to validate that is definitely where I was. I was there probably about 24, 48 hours ago. I was feeling all the things. You know, you think you're doing everything right. You think you're on this path. You think you're going to be okay. And then all these unforeseen circumstances happen. All these things just explode and you don't know what to do. You're just at your wit's end, you know? And it can be very terrifying. It can make you feel like, oh my goodness, how did I end up here again? How did I not see this coming? I can't believe this. And then, so there I was shaming myself. And then I don't have what you described, Hunter, I don't have the emasculating fear, because I realized that being a male survivor is different than being a female survivor in a lot of different circumstances. And a lot of times the pressure put on men in our society is to be strong and to not show emotion. So I don't have the fear of being emasculated, but I do have that paralyzing fear, Hunter. And the only way I can remember to do the things that I know I need to do for my body is to either write myself a note or to go back to basics, make that phone call. You know, text someone that you know has your best interest in mind. Get on that phone, text someone, email someone, call a hotline, call a helpline. I made about 4 phone calls today because I was not in a good place, you guys. And then, yes, Shannon says down a rabbit hole. Yes, exactly, that's where I was. But you know what? I somehow made it today. I made it through to putting my mental health care as a priority today. And I contacted my therapist. I let her know I'm not in crisis. However, I'm in a really bad way right now. I really need your wisdom and your compassion. Is there any way that you can fit me in? Because I think I need that right now. And I've never done that before, you guys. Never have I done that. And so for me to do that was a really big deal, but at the same time, I was just I hadn't been in this place in such a really, really long time, just not in a good place. It was really frightening. And remember that this is not crisis care, you all. Remember that we need to reach out to crisis numbers. It's all the comments are going by so fast. I only saw the word crisis, so I just want to make sure that everyone knows this is not crisis care and that you deserve excellent health and excellent care, trauma-informed care. So, so I made my mental health a priority. Oops, sorry, I'm bumping you guys. Hold on, I'm trying to move my chair. There we go. And let me just take some water. Hold on. Okay. So, and then I contacted another safe person, and that was wonderful. And then I contacted another safe person, my husband, and that was wonderful. And he actually commended me for not letting this take me out and for being proactive and having the wherewithal to reach out, because I've never done that. And I mean, I haven't done that since I've been married, because, you know, he didn't really understand everything I was going through before, so I never really shared it with him. So here I am. Oh, sorry. I was rocking the thing. I bumped it. I bumped this. There. I bumped it like that, and it was a mistake. But I'm not doing it anymore. There we go. So, okay. So there's a story behind this view, you guys. There's a story behind how in the world I get blessed enough to have a view like this. So when I married my husband, he had a house that he had built. And the whole story of how that house was built and how that whole thing came about is a whole nother story. It's just a miracle. I don't know if you guys believe in miracles, but after hearing that story, you might believe in miracles. And it was getting to a place where his parents weren't going to be able to travel anymore. And because it was a bigger house, like four bedrooms or whatever, and we stayed upstairs in the one bedroom, and then the other one bedroom upstairs was our office where we did all of our work. And oh, it's all moving so fast. I can't. I'm trying. Oh my goodness. It's moving so fast, you guys. I'll come back. I'll come back. Hold on. Let me just finish one thing. So, so the two bedrooms downstairs were for his parents, and they traveled, and his family came and they traveled from Minnesota. They came to escape the Minnesota winters, and so it was getting to the point where his parents weren't going to be able to travel anymore. And his niece and nephew were off at college, and it was just a different season of our lives, and it was getting close to a time where the market was really good and we could sell our home. And so what happened is we decided we would list our home and we would sell our home, because it was a smart thing to do at the moment with the way the market was. And so we sold our home, and our two cars were really, really, really old. And so we needed to sell our cars, which I just got done doing, and we needed to get, a different car, and which we did. But what happened was we got rid of all of our stuff, all of our belongings, and, donated it, sold it, did all the stuff. And then I bought a couple couches on Costco.com, and I bought all this like a dining table and some chairs on Target.com, and a couple of end tables, and I assembled it all myself. And then there's a whole bunch of family pictures and Christmas ornaments that we put into storage. And we moved into this place here. It's just a little one-bedroom apartment, and we're renting it. And we know the lease is going to come up, and we're going to have to figure out reality. But we're breathing for a minute. So that's how I got, blessed enough to sit here and look at this view. Because this is definitely not something that I would have ever dreamed of in my entire life. In fact, there's often some days that I will sit here and look at this view, and I will just cry and just weep in gratitude at the little girl that I was, and when I was little, and just trapped and thinking that I wasn't going to survive. And it was so horrible. It was so horrible. I know you guys get it. I know you get it. So I'm renting an apartment. Here we go. I'm renting an apartment, and it has a beautiful view. And it probably took me about 6 or 7 months before I would share that with anyone in our community, because I felt so guilty that I had something pretty to look at and nobody else did. And then one day I just woke up and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go take some video. I'm just going to go show everybody my little birdies. I'm going to sit outside and I'm going to let them watch me feed the birds, and I'm going to take some pictures. And as it turns out, it was very therapeutic for everyone. And they were all so happy for me that I got to have such a beautiful view. They weren't, it wasn't the voices of all of my family of origin, which is like, must be nice to live in paradise. You know, like as though it's all like a zero-sum game, right? Like as though, as though because I get to live in a one-bedroom apartment with a beautiful view, someone else out there is starving because there's just, you know, because I took money out of their pocket or food out of their mouth. It's like so ridiculous. But uh, that's how my family of origin communicates, and that's their mentality, and that's their thought process, and that's their angle, that's their thing. So, but that's not always the case, and I don't feel guilty anymore. At least I'm telling myself I don't feel guilty anymore, showing you guys this pretty view, because I'm so blessed and grateful, and you know, so. Anyway, I'm intentionally taking care of myself right now. I'm going to intentionally take a drink of my green smoothie and try to read some of these questions. Rach says, wait, it's moving so fast. Hold on. Rach says, I love looking into your loving eyes, Athena. Oh, but this view on my big TV screen is also healing for sure. Oh, I'm so glad, Rach. I'll look into your eyes next week. How's that? I promise. I won't look into your eyes right now because I haven't slept and I hadn't eaten and I didn't feel good and I am a wreck and a half. So I'm a little self-conscious, I think, of like what I look like. But, you know, I'll look at you all in the eyes next week. Oh my goodness. Yes, Nexus. Always the guilt trip. Yep. Guayanas. It is a set of blog-like community pages, all written online. However, it's become such a source of light for my recovery. Ooh, Sabra, what is that? What are the blog posts? Can we share it? Can we share a link? I want to know, Sabra. I want to share the love. I want to share the healing. Survivor Therapist says, Richard Grannon is a great male survivor coach and example. Yes, preach it, girl. Yes. I love him. His CPTSD recovery course, the cure for CPTSD, the one that he did on the mainland and all those seminars, it has changed my life. Oh my goodness. Yes. Holistic Recovery says, I have those days too, Athena. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Oh, thank you, Shannon. Shannon says, I'm beautiful on the inside. Thank you. Katie Lee, this article may be helpful. Self-validation, learn to accept your internal experience and build your identity. Yes, it's an article from Psychology Today. Yeah, ooh, yes. Okay, so you guys, Sabra was referring out of the storm, out of the fog to someone. You guys, that's one of the first places that I started doing research, you know? I mean, they have some amazing resources. Sabra, you used to moderate for them? That's amazing. Oh my, oops, uh-oh. Oh, whoops. Oh, I don't know what I did. I deleted something. Sorry if I just deleted somebody. I hope I didn't. I was touching the Sabra's message and then it deleted something. Uh-oh. Oh no. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, like this video. When the narc barks. Hi. Hello there to you. I'm so happy to see you. Welcome. We hang out here every week. We have been for a few years, 3 or 4 years now. Nexus, Hunter says, for example, this random lady came up to me and asked in an accusatory tone, like, where's your wedding ring? I'm single. Sorry. Yeah, no need to be sorry. My goodness, a lot of pressure. Saber says, I would love to moderate again, but life is a bit too crazy for now. I found them right before I found TRU. Oh, good. Well, you could volunteer for CPTSD Foundation in a much, when your life gets to that place. I mean, I would be honored to have you come and help, like, I don't know, once a week or something, like something that isn't overwhelming. Oh my goodness, I would be so honored. That'd be amazing. But take care of yourself, Sabra. Please take care of yourself first. I didn't mean it that way. I don't mean you need to be doing something. Hey, Rhonda. Hey, Candace. Yeah. Hi, Terry Johnson. Yes, there's the link to Out of the Fog, you guys. Oh my goodness, Out of the Fog. Yeah, they have some great resources. Oh my goodness, seriously. Oh, that is awesome when the narc barks. Who gave you the biggest energetic hug ever? That energetic hugs are amazing. Oh, yeah. Oh, Sabra, please take your time, honeys. Take your time. Like, let yourself get settled in. Don't busy yourself. Survivor Therapist says, some of the best self-care I've ever done is a few minutes of hugging and soothing my inner child/teen, saying encouraging words to myself. Oh, yes, most definitely. That's amazing. Yeah, inner child work is so helpful, you guys. Joey says, I struggle with self-care when I get stressed out with financial issues. Me too, Joey. My cat is sick, and I don't know if I will be able to take her to the vet unless I take some things away from my self-care. Ooh, that's a tough situation for sure. Yeah, I'm glad you were helping someone when the narc barks. That's awesome. No, Sharon, you're not invisible. You're not invisible, Sharon. I see you, I see you, I see you. I see you. If I touched your little button thing, I don't know, maybe I did something to it, but it's going so fast. Shelly says, today my horses gave me energetic hugs, but I'm pretty sure they just wanted the treats in my pocket. Aww. Yeah. Yeah, inner child work is definitely painful. Oh my goodness. Seriously. Hey, Vi. Vi says, is it Vi or V? I'm going to say Vi for a minute. So Vi says, I'm quitting smoking for self-care. You guys, that is a high five right there. I'll tell you right now that anyone in my family of origin or in my circle of friends that has tried to quit smoking, it is one of the most difficult things in the world to quit. Candace says, Athena, your top 10 self-care practices. Ooh. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Oh, Sharon says, my self-care today was not so great. I worked 12 hours. I'm feeling a bit stuck. Oh no. Oh, Sharon, let's start fresh tomorrow for sure. We'll take good care of yourself. Okay, so I'm gonna sit back in my chair. Yeah, high five, Vi. High five for quitting smoking. Anyone who can quit smoking deserves more than a high five. You deserve like a new car, like on The Price is Right. Seriously. Oh, oh, that's great. It is tough. I bet it is tough. Oh my goodness. I'm high-fiving you. Birdie Beetle Art says, doing art is my self-care. You know what? That's in my top 10, Birdie Beetle Art. We should team up together and do a video on art or something. That would be amazing. Yeah. Vi. High five. Yeah. Quitting smoking's amazing. Yeah, art is incredible. Okay, so I'm going to sit back in my chair and I'm going to think about my top 10 self-care. Let's think about this for a second. Okay. In no particular order, because I don't know how, maybe the last couple will be in a particular order. I don't know, but here we go. Number 10, self-care. Top 10 self-care. Number 10 would be going for a walk down by the beach, even if it's just on like a rocky path or like a stepping stone path or something, going for a walk out in nature. number 10 would be the beach, but like number 9 or even higher up on the list would be somewhere in a cool mountain climate. You know, like 40, 50, 60 degrees with mountain views, clean mountain air up in the higher elevations. That is something that might even be up like in my top 5, because I absolutely, while I do love ocean views, my love, my deep, deep love, like all over body, inside my soul, heartbeat love is for cooler climates and uh, like just the smell of the mountains and the sagebrush and being around, you know, mountains and hills and places where I can hike. I love that. And at the beach, I feel like I'm too hot. I'm too hot to hike. Like you could go for a long walk on the beach, but it's like hot. And I don't know, for some reason, in the last like 5 or 10 years, when I get too hot, like it's very triggering for me. It's like it reminds me of something. I don't know. So I don't really care for being hot. I really like being cool. So number 10 would be walking along like a beach path or like a path that leads to the beach. Similar to what I post in like some of our private groups. Oh, which by the way, if you're not plugged into a safe group, they're free. You can email Lisa at cptsdfoundation.org and let her know that you would like to heal in safe community. And there is a vetting process. Every single person in all of our groups has been vetted by me or someone who has been vetted by me. And they will ask you, Lisa will ask you a series of questions via email. You will answer those questions and she'll ask you which groups you would like to be involved in, and it's all free. And I just welcome all of you to be surrounded by others that understand you and have lived your pain. It is life-changing. When I don't know what to do, I reach out to the groups. That's what I did today. I was in a bad place and I reached out to the groups. I recorded 4 minutes of me walking on this path out towards the water and just basically emptied out all of my ridiculous thoughts and all the shamey stuff that I was feeling. And I just thanked everyone for holding me accountable. I can't do this work I do. I can't work with trauma survivors. I can't lead communities. I can't lead calls. I can't organize peer support and affordable care. I can't do any of this work I'm doing without community and groups filled with other people who understand me and who are trauma informed or safe or just not abusive and exploitative to hold me accountable, to make sure that I'm walking my talk, right? Because it's so easy to not walk our talk, you guys. Like, it's easy to just sort of isolate. I am the queen of isolation. And every time I say that, someone else says, if you're the queen, then I am the king. And if you're the queen, then I am the princess and the ruler or the whatever. Because all of us are isolators. That's what we do. Okay, so we've established that number 10 on my top 10 self-care list is walking along a beach, somewhere with an ocean view, but it's too hot, so that's why it's number 10 and it's not higher on the list. Number 9, or even maybe higher on the list, would be hiking in the mountains, like 40, 50, 60 degrees, beautiful mountain, clean, crisp air, beautiful views. Like seriously, just thinking about it just makes me feel good and safe all over my body. So that's number 9. Number 8 on the top 10 self-care list would be cooking classes. I didn't learn how to cook when I was growing up because I was too busy surviving. I was fed fast food and processed food and spoiled food and food I should never have been allowed to eat, and food that was dirty or spoiled or just not, it's a bad situation, you guys. Trigger warning. Yeah, so cooking classes are number 8 on my self-care list. I am learning how to cook in my 40s, and I am proud and grateful and blessed that I get to learn how to cook healthy food for myself. It is just a radical act of self-care and self-compassion to learn how to cook and how to do healthy stuff, like the sweet potatoes that I showed you. Like, I roasted those in the oven and I made the green smoothie this morning. I'm feeding my body with things that it deserves and that it's needed its whole life that it never had, ever. So that's number 8, cooking classes and learning how to prepare healthy food. Yes. Number 7 on the top 10 self-care list would be doing research about cancer prevention, healthy lifestyle, anti-inflammatory, nutrition, like that type of thing. And what I mean is, like, every single person in my family of origin that is blood related either has or had cancer, heart disease, high blood pressure, or diabetes. 100% of my blood relatives, going backwards, like starting with my parents and all of their siblings and their parents and their parents and their parents, they all either have or had and died of cancer, heart disease, high blood pressure, or diabetes, type 2 diabetes. Why? Because I come from a long line of people who don't live healthy. They're toxic individuals that spew toxic ooze and toxicity and verbal, just destroying words and stress and unkindness and gaslighting and triangulation and smearing and ridiculous behaviors, and they're just toxic, abusive, unkind, weird, bullying, not okay people. And so if they're that way on the outside, then the insides of their bodies are not healthy either. And so dis-ease causes disease. And so I have been reading about water filtration systems and different supplements like turmeric and curcumin, and what a B complex vitamin can do for you, and green vegetables, specifically like spinach and kale and broccoli and celery, and just learning about cancer fighting, health building ways of living would have to be number 7 for sure. So recapitulation, recap, number 10, walking towards the beach or on the beach or near the beach, but it's too hot to do anything else, so that's why it's number 10. Number 9, hiking in the mountains where it's 40, 50, 60 degrees with clean, crisp, awesome mountain air up in high elevations. Number 8, cooking classes, learning to eat delicious, healthy food and feed my body what it needs so that I can be healthy on the inside and the outside. Number 7, researching on nutrition supplements and water filtration systems and ways to prevent cancer, and being mindful of my family history of heart disease, high blood pressure, diabetes, and cancer. That's number 7, which brings me to number 6. And number 6 is movies. I love to go to the movies. I will take myself on a date to the movies, me, myself, and I. Sometimes it's inner child work and we see a cartoon. Sometimes it's teenage stuff and we see some hot hunka someone playing some sort of Marvel comic character, whatever. Sometimes it's just me, just wanting to go see me some Star Wars, because hello, may the force be with you. Like, I'm such a huge Star Wars nerd, and I love DC comics, I love Marvel, I love all of those types of, I just love going to the movies. And my husband is a rom-com guy. He loves romantic comedies, so he doesn't normally like to go to the movies. He likes to watch movies at home, like on Blu-ray and on demand and that kind of thing. So movies, I love watching movies, whether it's like DVDs or going to the movies or something like that. I love doing that. So that's definitely on the list. Was that number 6? Was that number 6 or number 7? Now I'm gonna have to do the recapitulation again because I can't remember. But the next one on the list after the movies is sleep. I sleep too much whenever I can because I know that sometimes I'm not going to be able to sleep. So if I have the opportunity to sleep more, I'm learning not to guilt myself. I've guilted myself my entire life. I was told all the time when I was a little kid and growing up, that if I wanted to take a nap or rest or not wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, that I was quote unquote a lazy ass. I got called a lazy ass, spoiled brat, if I wasn't up before everybody else and had all the chores done and do crazy stuff. I never got to go to birthday parties. I never got to do like fun stuff. I had to pull weeds and do the chores and be in charge of dishes and like feed the animals and muck horse corrals and get a part-time job if I wanted to, find time to, have money to buy some speed skates so I could go skating at the skating rink, because I love that. Which that would probably be on the list. Like, I love roller skating, you guys. I'm not talking rollerblades. Like, don't even get me near some rollerblades. I practically like broke my knee. Like, I landed on my kneecap and had water under my kneecap for like a year and a half because of rollerblades. I like good old fashioned speed skates, the black ones with the white stripes and the colored wheels. Anybody? Anybody? Oh my goodness. And then you're skating and they have the light system going and you're listening to like I don't know, who are we listening to? White Lines and like all the different 80s music, and you play Red Light Green Light and backwards skating. Like, I'm like a backwards skating machine. If there was ever a couples skate, I was the one who would be skating backwards. I love roller skating. But I haven't done it in a really long time. But I know that if I got on a pair of skates, I would pick it up like, whoo, boom, just like that. I would be back on the skates again. I would be doing it. So then the last few things on my self-care, one is going to be watching YouTube videos on how to learn how to play my keyboard/piano better and how to play my ukulele better. Which I will someday play the ukulele or the guitar or the keyboard for you guys, but it won't be anytime soon because I'm still learning. When I was younger, when I was a kid, music saved me. Being in choir classes and band and orchestra and all that, it saved me. It saved my life. It was a way that I could pour my whole heart and my whole self into something. I played 12 different musical instruments before I graduated high school. And I played them well. Like, I sat first chair clarinet in one orchestra, and I sat first chair flute and piccolo in another orchestra, and I was in jazz band, and I was in the marching band, and I was in the concert band. I mean, you name it. And then there was choir, and I loved to sing. And I think one of my most favorite moments was standing on the 50-yard line at the homecoming game in my high school, and it was me and 3 other people, and we sang the Star Spangled Banner. And it was like, oh my gosh, you guys. Like, that's like, of course there was nobody there from my family of origin to like witness it, so I don't have any proof. But there are people that were there. The whole stands were filled. It was like the homecoming game. It was crazy. It was amazing. And I was fully present in that moment. It was a beautiful, amazing thing. So I love to sing. I will probably join the choir again in September as a radical act of self-care. September, October, November, December will be choir season for me. But the last couple, you guys, last couple parts of self-care, I will say are reading. I read every day. And then probably one of the last things on self-care would be serving this community. I consider this like a radical act of self-care to serve this community. I really do. It makes me so happy. It fills me up all the way to overflowing. And the only thing better than serving this community is being able to see my son and my daughter-in-law and have them smile and give me a hug and tell me they love me. And I got to do that a couple weeks ago on the mainland as a Mother's Day surprise. I was just beyond blown away. I couldn't believe they surprised me. It was incredible. So let's have the recapitulation. Let's do the recap, shall we? Number 10 on the top 10 self-care list, brought to you by Candace Care, because Candace Care suggested, hey Athena, what is your top 10 self-care list? So this is brought to you by Candace Care. So number 10, walking along the beach, somewhere around the beach, towards the beach, on a path, near the beach, Something with the ocean sounds in the background and the ocean view, but it's too hot to do anything else, which is why it's number 10. Number 9, we go hiking in the mountains, high elevations, 30, 40, 50 degrees Fahrenheit. It's crisp, it's cool, there's places to hike, it's clean, beautiful, amazing air, your lungs feel awesome. Perhaps tent camping is involved. Hike down into the volcano, the crater of the volcano on the island I live on, not the one that's erupting, not the one that's erupting. That's over on the big island of Hawaii, and I live on the island of Maui. So we have a dormant volcano called Haleakala, and I love to go hiking down into the crater or around the top of the crater. It's beautiful. That's number 9. Number 8, cooking classes. I'm not writing any of these down, so I hope I'm remembering them in the proper order. And if I don't, please know that I'm not, that there could be some cognitive dissonance going on if I mix up the order. So it's not you, it's me, just ahead of time. Here we go. Number 8, cooking classes, learning how to prepare healthy food for myself, like green smoothies and roasted baby potatoes. Hold on one second while I get some green smoothie. Okay. Number 7, researching healthy lifestyles, cancer fighting, water filtration systems, probiotics, macronutrients, different types of essential oils that don't trigger me and make me feel horrible. Just being mindful of how to prevent my body from turning into the same body as has been in my family of origin for decades and generations. So that is number 7. Number 6, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, was movies. I love going to the movies. Love the movies. Number 5 was rest, sleep. Sleep too much. Again, I might be mixing up the order here. Number 4, watching YouTube videos on how to play my keyboard or piano better, or ukulele or guitar, or even singing, because I love to sing and I am gonna be joining the choir again in September. So that's number 5, or was that number 4? I don't know if that was, it was 5 sleeping, and then 4 was choir and music video and watching YouTube videos. So number 3 would be reading books. I love reading. I read every single day of my life. I love to read. Number 2 is serving this community, because it's one of my most favorite things to do, and you guys are like my family, my friendly family of choice. You fill my heart up to overflowing. And then the number one on the top of my self-care list is probably being able to see my son and my daughter-in-law. It just fills me up. Fills me up. I'm so proud of them. They're working so hard. And my son is evidence of the fact that I broke the cycle. I broke the cycle of intergenerational family abuse. He was not abused by me, and he, as a result of not being abused, has gone on to serve our country for 5.5 years in the Marine Corps. He exited his active duty service as a sergeant. He is now in college pursuing, he will be graduating with he has an associate's degree in the Mandarin language. He is a cryptological linguist in the Marine Corps. His undergraduate degree is in neuroscience, and he'll be pursuing a doctorate in forensic pathology or neurobiology. I don't know if he's made his mind up yet, but regardless, I'm super proud. And his wife will be graduating with her doctorate in veterinary medicine in less than a year. So I am beyond blessed and beyond grateful. And yeah, that completes my top 10 self-care list. So I'll have to add that to the name of the video since it took up so much time. Let me see. I didn't write anything down, so I don't know if I can answer any questions about what I just said, because I'll probably forget everything. Up your Up Yours Narc 66 says you should be proud of what you have accomplished. I think he might be talking to Poppy. Poppy says, I have recently expanded my skills and can forget what I'm doing while I'm doing it. Same here. Remembering 10 things I just said would require a miracle. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I remembered it all. But yeah, you should be proud of what you've accomplished, most definitely. Holistic Recovery says, Sabra, what helped was making my circle small and safe, and then I can choose who I feel safe with. That is such good advice. Yes, I can replay it later. Sharon, you're so awesome. Oh, to me. Oh, Up Yours Narc 66 says that I should be proud of what I've accomplished. Thank you. I am proud. I'm proud that I broke the cycle, you guys. I changed the game. I broke the cycle. I broke the cycle. My son, and you want to know the coolest thing? You Up Yours Narc 66. I want to sit back and I want to just I want to talk about something for a second. Thank you so much for pausing and like telling me I need to acknowledge it and celebrate this win. You guys, I talked about something in therapy last week. I was going in for EMDR and then I ended up not doing EMDR. I ended up just doing talk therapy, which was totally fine because I had a lot going on and just some things that I had on my mind and whatever. And it ended up everything just ended up exploding. And that's why today I wasn't okay and why I'm here right now doing self-care. So I want to tell you guys what I shared with her, with Sonia, my therapist. So, was it last week or was it the week before? I can't remember. But I was so excited to tell her about how I broke the cycle, and I sat there almost in weepy, happy tears, because I can sit here right now, you guys, sit here in my dining room, in my kitchen, and say, I remember the abuse and the trauma and the dysfunction that was shared with me regarding my grandparents. I know what they inflicted upon their kids, my parents and my aunts and uncles. I don't know anything about my great-grandparents. Nothing. I don't know anything about them. Maybe just a mention. And so for the most part, the way that the cycle gets broken is if you choose to be a cycle breaker, which means what you're choosing basically is to be scapegoated and ignored and hated by your whole family if they have a vested interest in you keeping silent and you decide to speak up. But what happens is when you break that cycle, when you're the cycle breaker, you know what you do? You guarantee not only that your children live a better life than you, but you literally wipe away the memory of abuse and trauma and dysfunction from your grandbabies before they're ever born. I sat there in therapy, nearly weeping, these happy tears, going, my grandbabies will literally never know, they'll never hear stories about how their grandparents abused their parents, or traumatized their parents, or neglected their parents, right? My grandbabies will never know what I knew. They'll never hear what I heard. They'll never see what I saw. They will never live through what I lived through. The knowledge of it, even the hint of it, is going to be completely absent. And it's just amazing to me. I'm just even seriously getting choked up even thinking about it. So anyway, thank you. Thank you for acknowledging. Yes, it is a gift of love, and it was definitely hard fought for sure, because I'm very unpopular amongst my family of origin. Seriously. I'm pretty unpopular. They have all kinds of different nice words that they call me and things that they say about me behind my back, and yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely, Deborah. We can talk here. We'll talk here on the channel, mother to mother, about breaking the cycle. We can definitely we'll do a video on that, about how moms can break the cycle for sure. And we'll share it with everybody else because everyone deserves to learn. Yes. Oh. Oh. Tears are flowing. Oh, I'm so happy. You guys, the tears are worth it. The tears are so worth it. Let me take a bite of these sweet potatoes here. These roasted sweet potatoes with the oregano. 1 second. I know it's like totally not polite for me to talk with my mouth full, but like awkward silence, probably not good either. Let's all just sit here and have an intentional moment of silence looking out at the ocean, celebrating the fact that many of us are breaking chains of bondage and breaking cycles of traditions that are just evil and unkind and traumatizing. So let's just sit here for a minute and just, you know, take it all in. Let's just take it all in for a minute. Yes, Terry. Breathe. Oh, well done, Deborah. Deborah says, all 3 of my kids know nothing of abuse. That's amazing. And you want to know what that is, Deborah? You want to know what that is, Deborah? That's a miracle. That's you being a miraculous parent, overcoming the trauma you have endured and being an example for those babies. Well done. I'm celebrating that with you. Definitely celebrating that. Ooh, I do love that song. That song, Reflection, from Mulan. That's a great song. Oh, there's safe hugs going all around here. I'm offering safe hugs to anyone who wants them as well. Safe hugs are good. Oh, I'm definitely celebrating with you, Deborah. That's awesome. So amazing. You guys, this is the best group ever. This is what family is supposed to feel like. I'm convinced. I believe you, Sharon. You definitely will. Safe hugs, everyone. Oh my gosh, I feel so much better. This is amazing. You're the best, Hunter. Thank you. High fives. Oh, I'm so glad, Sabra. Sabra says getting to breathe was exactly what I needed. You guys are so awesome. Candace is sending safe hugs to all. You guys are amazing. We only have about 1 minute left together. How can I best serve you guys for the last 60 seconds of this? Oh, thank you so much, Malta. I told a story about it earlier. Hugs and peace to you, 66. Thank you. Oh, I'm so glad you're here, Terry. Welcome. Hello, Victoria. I would love to answer anyone's questions in the last little bit we have, or we can just sit together and just take in the beautiful view because we deserve it. Funny, cute animal stories, Hunter. Oh my goodness. I do have a funny, cute animal story. My daughter-in-law and my son have a blue tick coonhound named Lily. Lily is now a grand champion, and she's been to Westminster twice, and my daughter-in-law is very involved with ethical breathing practices and really just an animal advocate. Like, she's just amazing. So she's been around animals mostly horses and hounds, her whole life since she was little. Like, she's wanted to be a veterinarian since she was like 5. And here she is, graduating with her doctorate next year, right? So, so I was visiting with them on Christmas. Well, Lily, when they were getting ready to breed her so that she could have puppies, she was out for a walk. I believe it was with my daughter-in-law and my son. And somehow she got a hold of a bottle of what is it? Not a bottle, a roll of gauze, like first aid kit, gauze. And she swallowed a roll of gauze. And so my daughter-in-law and the veterinarian, they had to do a surgery. She was there with the veterinarian who did the surgery, and they had to cut her open from like her chin all the way to her bum and pull out from her intestines this roll of gauze. And she healed up. She's doing extremely well. And then she got pregnant and she had a little puppy. And the little puppy's name is Dan. Dapper Dan. Dapper Dan the man. That's his name. And he has his own Instagram account. And at Christmas time, I got to play with Dan and I got to hang out with Lily, and it was just so cute, like just seeing, I got to go on a walk with my daughter-in-law. We walked Dan, and I believe we walked, oh, we didn't walk Dan. I lied, we didn't walk Dan. We walked Lily, but we took Dan with us up into the mountains. He sat in the back seat and he was so good. But Lily, we took Lily on a walk and she just loved it. We went like for this mile-long walk. It was so awesome. But yeah, just it was so good to just hang out with them at Christmas time and have all the dogs running around. And even Lily's mom's name is Bee. I think her name is Blessed Bee, your name. Like, but everybody just calls her Bee. Blessed Bee. So I was hanging out with Bee and Lily and Dan the man. And it was just awesome. It was just wonderful. And I told my daughter-in-law and my son that someday in the future, if my husband and I ever buy a house, rather than just rent a little apartment, if we ever build a house or buy a house, that we will love to have an emotional support animal for my PTSD. And they were so supportive and sweet and talked with me about it a little bit. And like, we didn't go into like great details or anything, but yeah. So that's my cute animal story, even though part of it is a little not cute because Lily swallowed a ball of gauze, but it all ended up good. So, oh, Marilena says, I can see Venus to the west and Jupiter to the east right now. Oh my goodness, I don't know if I can see anything like that. Oh, maybe where you are, Marilena. I don't know, I can't see that. Sabre says, I love my animals for support purposes. Yes. Definitely. You guys, animals are the best. Aw, you guys are so awesome. Thanks for spending an hour with me. And Candace Care, thank you for challenging me to think of 10 things that I love for self-care. I don't remember everything I said in the order I said it right now, but I will listen to this video maybe when I'm driving sometime and I have to drive to the other side of the island, so. I'm sending you guys lots of love and support and lots of safe hugs. And oh, thank you so much, 66. You rest and take care of you also. I appreciate you being here and just your kindness, all of you guys. Oh, many blessings to you too, Nexus. Thank you, Candace. You guys are amazing. Good night. Good night, Holistic Recovery. Oh, I just love you guys. My heart is so full. Thank you all. Oh, big love. Lots of hugs. Yes. Bye, Guayanas. Yes, please take care of yourself. Bye, August. Oh, it's so good to see you. Oh, lots of love to you guys. Bye, Malta McMurchie. Oh, you guys are amazing. My heart is so full. Love you. See you right here next week, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. Thank you for subscribing to this channel, clicking the little bell notification so you never miss a video, and thank you for liking this video or giving it a thumbs up or a thumbs down depending on what you thought of it. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Good night, everyone.